All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Weight Loss War podcast. I am Trevor, your host, and as usual, we're going to start off with a quote. Today's is by Carol Burnett, who said, "When you have a dream, you've got to grab it and never let go." All right, today, as you can tell, if you can see the board, we're talking about cardio versus weights, cardio versus strength training. When it comes to shedding pounds, the default thought for a lot of people is cardio. In my mind, I envisioned hours of being on the treadmill or on the elliptical, trying to burn those calories, and that is the way that you lose weight. However, it's important to point out, and the point of this episode is that strength training also plays a pivotal role in weight loss, and that often goes unrecognized. So today we're going to talk about both. We're going to talk about the benefits of cardio. We're going to talk about the benefits of strength training and why together they are the most effective form of weight loss. So first, let's talk about cardio. I feel like I don't have to explain what cardio is, whether you like running or biking or whatever. We all know what cardio is. But we need to remember that it is excellent for a couple of things. First, your heart health. Regular cardio will strengthen your heart, and that improves your overall cardiovascular function. It is important to make sure that we are taking care of our heart, clearly. But it also helps with burning calories. When we engage in that sustained aerobic activity, that can lead to significant calorie expenditure, which, as we know, will aid in weight loss. The problem and downfall of cardio, however, is that once you're finished with the cardio, you're done burning calories. The post exercise calorie burn, as they call it, it's short lived. So you're essentially burning calories while you are on the treadmill or while you're doing cardio or whatever it is, but when you stop, then it stops. And that's where strength training comes in. Now, strength training, that's like weightlifting or resistance exercises or push ups, body weight, those kind of things. Those are essential for sustained weight loss for two reasons. The first thing is we're increasing our muscle mass. Building muscle elevates your resting metabolic rate, meaning you burn more calories even when you are not exercising. The second is because it enhances fat loss. Because muscle tissue requires more energy to maintain than fat tissue, this contributes to a greater calorie burn over time. The breakdown, the point is that more strength training can lead to longer lasting increases in your metabolism. That's why we recommend both. Now, let's talk about why we combine them together. It's pretty obvious. If someone like me can grasp it, then anyone can. But the synergy of combining cardio and strength training will lead to optimal fat loss because we're incorporating both the calorie burn that comes when we are expending energy, when we are in the midst of that aerobic exercise, we are burning calories. But then when we are doing strength training and building muscle, we can increase our resting metabolic rate, for the long term, meaning we're going to burn calories even when we're not exercising. Doing both together will help us burn fat now and burn more calories later, meaning we are going to be increasing fat burn long term, not just when we're working out. So the point of all of this is we need to balance our routines so we have cardio and we have weight training. Doing both, whether that's 3 times a week we're doing strength training, 2 times a week or 3 times a week we're doing cardio, or if we do them both every day, adding them both in really does help out. And that balance and that synergy is what is going to maximize fat loss. Now, ultimately, and this is something I wanted to talk about when it comes to this, we want to be able to do it, right? But if you said, Trevor, you need to do both of these things, not only do you need to do both of them every day, you need to spend 90 minutes to 2 hours at the gym. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm 100% sure I am not going to do that. That's why I recommend starting small, whether that's 2 or 3 exercises a day, trying to hit all of the specific muscle groups, and then maybe a 15-minute walk or taking the stairs instead of the elevator, things like that that will be able to easily fit into our schedule. I have recommended to my patients that they do just a little bit, start small, 5 to 10 minutes, anything to begin with, something that can be done in small chunks that then we can increase and increase as we need. That's what I recommend because a lot of you, if you're like me, listening to this podcast, let's face it, I'm not the athletic guy. And I don't have time to spend 90 minutes at the gym every day because that's not my priority. I have 2 jobs. I have a wife that I want to spend time with. I need plenty of sleep, or else I know I'm not going to accomplish any of my other goals. That's why I recommend starting small, palatable chunks, and building up if you choose. Now, remember, you're not choosing between cardio and weights. Combining them both will supercharge your fat loss journey. And that's the point of this episode. We're not choosing both because the real fat loss hack is doing them together. So I'm going to leave it there. I feel like I've beat this horse quite thoroughly. So we're going to keep it there. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe, comment, let me know what balance works for you and how you incorporate both of these into your routine. And I'll catch you next time on the Weight Loss War podcast.